Hey, it's Soul with some more Dragonflight Beta coverage on professions. Today we finally cover Enchanting. The best has been saved for last, and boy, it was lots of fun to prepare for you, just kidding. Do us a favor and like the video, subscribe for more content, and let's jump right into it. Dragon Isle's Enchanting starts off no different from any other earlier enchanting thing. You can't do squat until you have materials, and that means disenchanting. Here's what you get. Chromatic dust is the basic stuff, vibrant shards are the rare materials, while resonant crystals are epic. Disenchanting itself hasn't changed really, so if you're familiar with what that entails, let's just skip that part and go over the enchants themselves. They've been data mined a little while back, but now that we know about specializations, I can give a lot more context. Enchants cover the cloak, chest, bracer, boot, rings, and weapon slots. I'll talk more about weapons once we get to the specializations. Enchanters can make profession tools just like all the other professions. They can make rods or wands for weapons, and they can make weapon enchant illusions. They make a toy that somehow disenchants a player, can't wait to see that one, and some fun wands with which to throw fake spells with. They can also break elements down to smaller reagents, they can do this shatter thing which I have no idea what it entails, and they can make one pet. Like all the other professions, Enchanting employs the use of recipe difficulty, skill, and specializations to make the enchants more potent. That means each enchant has a quality level. Let's take a look at cloak enchants that focus on avoidance. The Writ of Avoidance is learned early on, and it starts off given a bonus 125 to avoidance at rank 1 quality, rank 2 gives 150 avoidance, rank 3 probably gives 175, and so on. Graceful Avoidance is learned later. It gives the same avoidance bonuses as the Writ, but it also provides reduced fall damage by 10% at rank 1, 15% at rank 2, yada yada yada. Other enchants that are learned early and learned later are straight upgrades of each other. The Writ of Avoidance, which is again learned early, has a starting bonus of 150, while the Devotion of Avoidance, learned by Specializations, has a starting bonus of 200. Now this comes with a considerably greater material cost, and fortunately, enchanting mats themselves don't have quality ranks. What I think we can expect to see is an early economy where high quality enchants are extremely valuable, but low quality enchants are cheap, but still very usable. There's no telling, though, how the regional auction house is going to play a part. Consider that some realms may be able to take advantage of low-level BOEs sold locally, turned into enchanting materials that might be sold for a higher price on the regional market, although the opposite could also be true. Let's move on to specializations and weapons. Like the other professions, enchanting specializations unlock at 25, and in testing I happen to automatically learn rods, runes, and ruses to the right here. This means we can speculate that at enchanting level 50, you can learn one of the other two specs to the left, and at 100 you can learn the final spec. Rods, runes, and ruses focuses on some of the fundamentals among other things. The base trait gives a skill bonus, and elsewhere, you can focus on raising your inspiration for a chance at crafting higher quality enchants, have additional chances to save on resources, and also very important, excel at the profession tool and wand creation, or the illusions, the fun stuff. Insight of the Blue is what you'd spec into if you want to focus more on obtaining more resources. The base trait appears to let you find stuff out in the world you can disenchant for materials. On the left, you can get more enchanting materials from disenchanted items, while the right is the mystery that I was talking about earlier. This is called Primal Extraction. It says that you can get additional resources from elementals, but I'm not sure if this works similarly to how tailors can get a higher chance of getting cloth, or if you can skin their corpses, which sounds pretty metal, but I don't have any results either way from my limited testing. There's also a recipe in the specialization called Elemental Shatter, which again I mentioned, and I don't know what it does yet. Maybe this spec is a way to gain a temporary boost in power, which would be interesting and unique, and people would complain about it. But for now, let's move on to enchantment. This is a big tree that covers high-level weapon and armor enchants. In this tree is where you specialize which weapon or armor enchants that you learn, because while you can learn the basic recipes, which are called writs, from trainers, the higher level enchants, devotions, are learned here. Oddly enough, the enchants aren't always entirely related either. Burning Writ gives a crit bonus, while Burning Devotion is a direct healing enchant. But since we're just looking at the specializations, I'm going to list off the rest here. I mentioned Burning. Earthen gives an armor bonus. Enigmatic gives a primary stat bonus. Frozen deals cone damage and a slow effect. And Wafting gives a haste bonus. The other side of this tree covers all the other high-level enchants that cover the tertiary stat enchants, profession tool enchants, and the other armor enchants. The values of these enchants aren't finalized, but so far, it looks like Enchanting is going to pack some real heat in the weapon enchants, and we get a chance to have a decent amount of tertiary stats based on our role, or if we want to move faster in current or legacy content, and I think that's pretty neat. I do have small concerns over the economy around it, given how long it's going to take people to specialize into the higher level enchants, and how much people are going to be holding on to materials as opposed to selling them, as opposed to using them to make lower quality enchants. It's kind of in the same boat as jewel crafting. Some people will make purchase decisions based on whether they want to spend their gold on a cheap enchant or gem because, well, their gear is also low quality, or maybe they want to hold off and get the best things for their best in slot. But it's going to be neat to see how it plays out. I do apologize once again, because of the nature of Enchanting, I couldn't really test this very much, but I hope that you learned a little bit. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I will catch you later. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.